Welcome to Survival Theory. Get home bag. What is a get home bag? Something you need to get home with in case of an emergency. Your car's stranded, stuck in the ditch, stuck in the snow. There's roadblocks during some kind of chaotic situation. EMP, you name it. There's 1,000 scenarios where you might have to abandon your vehicle and get home. Even if you don't abandon your vehicle, what supplies do you have in your vehicle where you could survive out of your vehicle or around your vehicle till either help arrives or you're able to drive to a location of safety away from the danger area? There's 1,000 ways to go about it, but the end result is get home bag. I travel a lot, anywhere from 20 miles away to over 1,000 miles away. I never know where I'm going to be the next week. The only thing I can determine is the season. If it's winter time, I've got enough winter clothes. If it's summertime, I'm packed lighter. But most of the items in my get home bag stay the same. The only thing I don't have on me right now is a sleeping system. I just didn't want to lug it around. Let's open it up and see what's in the get home bag. Side pockets. Let's decompress first. Side pocket. Stainless steel water bottle. That's essential. Boil water, store water. Inside here I've got a life straw. Water purification tablets. Some tissue in there to keep things quiet. And I've got a scouring pad down in there. If I take the lid off the life straw, it makes it just tall enough to get in there, or take that cap off, just tall enough to fit in there. Use brass wire to make a hanger, hang it over the fire, pull it off of the fire. A great bottle. I can't see who makes this anymore. Oh, Clean Canteen. This is a Clean Canteen stainless. Great. Laid out. Oh, and looky here. Long spoon and a fork. Zip that back up. Oh, and I've also got teas, coffee. Take the boredom out of water, and if I do need to boil water, go ahead and make some tea. If someone drinks coffee, I have coffee for them. Carabiner, various clips, plastic, great for hanging stuff off of. Let's look at the other side. Let's see what's in real quick more. Diamond Storm headlamp. Great headlamp's waterproof. I keep it on the outside here. I don't worry about it getting wet or damaged. Safely tucked away. there when I need it. Another carabiner. Schmog. Gotta have a schmog. They're tactical. My knife. I usually have this on my hip. This is the Blackbird. Great knife. Great knife. Very simple. Very rugged. Does everything you need it to. It's got a 90 spine on it. Good for throwing sparks. On the pouch here. Ferrocerium rod. I've got a button compass in there. And a little bit of tinder and a small piece of tin foil. I love this knife. It's got a great sheath too. It's got the strapping on it, the molly strapping. It's just been a great knife. You put some kind of container on there. Of course, who doesn't have one of these? The Laplander. It's been a great saw. Great saw. It's seen many a cut. Still going strong. Been very happy with it. And rope. Gotta have rope. That's it in the side pocket there. So that's more of my cutting pocket. Alright, let's go to the front. Morale patches. You gotta have morale patches. They just make everything better. Look at the pockets and compartmentalization on this bag. It's just great. My light source pocket, mesh pocket, a couple of light sticks, an extra flashlight. This is actually a Coleman LED multicolor, the white, red, and blue. I've had this for years. It has been very dependable. Great flashlight. Probably pretty cheap, but I don't remember. Extra batteries. Next pocket. These are the Impact mechanics gloves. Yes, they're camo. They're tactical. They're awesome. I don't wear them very much. Usually I wear some regular leather work gloves, just so I don't get these all nasty. Maybe they'll last longer. Extra Ziploc bag. Ziploc bags are great. They're lightweight. They keep things dry. You can store cedar bark, things like that you don't want drying out. You want to keep that oil fresh. Great for that. There's a little clip here. Secure your compass so that never falls out if you're digging through your bag. This is a Brunton. My dad gave this to me. It's an excellent compass. I don't think, I tried to find it online. I couldn't find it anymore. Solar power and crank light. It's also waterproof, so I don't have to worry about getting it wet. Good flashlight. And of course, whistle. You gotta have a whistle. This is a Minn Kota whistle. Someone gave it to me. It's a whistle. It's got a button compass on it. It's got a thermometer, and I think a little plastic, there it is, plastic magnifying glass comes out. So it's pretty handy. I keep it clipped here so I don't lose that. Let's see what we have over here. This is the old Altoids tin. Old Altoids tin trick. This is char cloth, but I use blue jean instead of t-shirts or something like that. Blue jean makes great char cloth. It's very sturdy, very thick. Of course, it catches a spark very easy. I make the char cloth in here and keep it in here. And you don't need to poke holes in these to make char cloth. The steam escapes well enough without putting holes in it. Another pocket here. An overabundance of Gorilla Glue and an overabundance of electrical tape. Can you see how I can start reducing the weight? Right here, Boo-Boo Kit. This small first aid kit, it's been kind of customized. Tech-New poison ivy treatments, band-aids, tape, safety pins, towelettes, various aspirin, ibuprofen, upset stomach kind of medicines, antibiotic ointments. It's a pretty good basic first aid kit, just this small packet. And hopefully I never need more than that as far as first aid. I've got more advanced things in the pack, but hopefully I never need more than what's in here. Paracord and binder's twine. Binder's twine is great. It's disposable. It's strong enough for a disposable string. Tie stuff to your pack, tie something up, double it for extra strength. You can burn it, and it's so cheap, it's pretty much disposable. It'll biodegrade, break down. And of course, brass wire. It's a thin gauge. Use it for snares. That's what I had on my canteen lid, so I can hold it over the fire and remove it from the fire. In this top little portion, stormproof matches, more paracord, Ziploc with some band-aids, and map reading tools. You gotta have various map reading tools. Navigation tools. Compass, these navigation tools, and a map. If you know what you're doing, it'll be alright. Oh, see, we've got an emergency blanket here. This is a Dynarex emergency survival blanket. That's it on that. Let's zip that up. Now, in this, I love this pocket right here. You could carry a rifle in there, strap it up. I carry my camera equipment, the tripod in there. Put an axe in there. It can hold a lot. You just compress it up. I've got a dump pouch in there. I don't necessarily use it for a dump pouch. I use it to gather tinder, berries, sticks, twigs, bark, whatever the case may be. It's a 511. It's pretty good. I like the way it hooks up, straps. Of course, I've got to have a snake bag, right? Dark colored snake bag. Some people call these pillowcases, but it's really a snake bag. I just keep that all tucked in there. And with this webbing on the side, it never goes anywhere. I've got these tie cords. I've got 2 of them here. Just keep them tied up right there. They hang down. Ranger beads. A must-have for this fall's fashion. Morale patches. Keep my multi-tool hanging there. This is the Leatherman Wave. Haven't used it much, but if I need to, I'm sure it'll work fine. It's a Leatherman, right? Let's get into this small top pocket right here. A pretty bag, and that's all it is. It weighs nothing. It's just a pretty cloth bag with even more pretty bags inside of it. Fill it with jelly beans and pass them out at Easter or something. It'd be great during the apocalypse. Lift everyone's spirits. This is a sunglass bag with a cleaning cloth inside of it. This is just iodized table salt. Up here, right in the rain, notepad, Sharpie pencil. Sharpie and a pencil. It's a carpenter's pencil. Wet wipes, wet wipes, wet wipes. And then I've got, oh, I thought I had more wet wipes. Nope, hand wipes. But you gotta have candy, right? I guess I could put this in that pretty bag and pass it out during the apocalypse to all the children. Now these are sweet tarts. I love sweet tarts. Ultra Sheer Neutrogena Face and Body Stick Sunscreen. All just fits in there nice and pretty. Where did I have these salts? It's right there. Back in the pretty bags. On this other part of the pocket, the mesh, zippered mesh, small Ziploc bags, insect repellent, very important, small Bic lighter, and a mirror. See if I can get it shine on that camera. Well, while I'm playing around, let me tell you about a mirror. Mirrors are very important, especially a decent sized one like this. If you get injured on your face, you need to be able to see that. You need to be able to see your face, maybe even behind your back, places you can't see. Besides signaling, and reflecting, you need to be able to see your face somehow. You can't depend on your camera phone because that may be out of batteries, gone, whatever. That's it in that little pocket. Okay, before we open the main compartment, let's take a look inside the Sunglass Pouch. They have a Sunglass Pouch on the top. Earbud and mic for the comms. Gum. Gotta have gum. Wet wipes. Wet wipes. Wet wipes. And then wet wipes. And then of course we have wet wipes, just a handful of foam ear protection, and I've got some more morale patches in there. The most important one being this one. Stuff that all back in there. Let's look back here also. I guess this is where your armor could go. I use it for storing a bladder. It's empty now. Let's see if I can get it back in there now. Out, can't get it back in. There we go. Bladder. I've got a couple of large trash bags. Here's the 55-gallon trash bags. And a map of the area, although not this area. It's a map of where I usually am when I'm out in the woods exploring. Alright, let's open up this main compartment. Shh, did you hear that? Sasquatch. I love how this pops out. Start with this section right here. In this pocket, reading glasses. Look how fashionable those are. Can you see how fashionable those are? Oh yeah, they're awesome. Toilet paper, paper towels. This is a hygiene kit. Everything to stay civilized. Deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, some shampoo, oversized clippers, some sunscreen, some more tissue. This is that hand sanitizer, chapstick. There you go. Alright, inside this mesh pocket, insect repellent. Oh, I didn't put these back. Insect repellent. Oh, this looks like an I don't feel good bag. Tums, Tylenol, some more Tylenol extra strength. It does have some cotton balls, some Q-tips. There's some disposable plastic gloves in here. Looks like it's double bagged to stay dry. There's some more basic long-term medicine kind of stuff. Here's a sewing kit from a hotel. Safety pins, sewing needles, various threads. And of course they do have OD green, so that's awesome. Tactical sewing kit. These are cell salts. Bought these on Amazon. Bioplasma cell salts. Basically keeps all the important salts and things like that in your body. You take 1 or 2 of these a day. help you preserve water longer inside your body, keep your body running better. 90% alcohol. This is great for cleansing wounds. If I get a scratch, I'm dumping this on it. It may hurt, but I know it'll be cleaned. 90% alcohol. Let's throw all this back in there. Now in this pocket right here, dental floss. That's 100 yards of it. This stuff is great. A lot of different uses. Smith knife sharpener. And just in case I can't find the other ones, I've got some wet wipes stashed here. Zip ties. Not very long ones, but this weighs nothing. All right. Let's move up to this. This is the main compartment. One thing I don't like about the 511 is these side pockets don't have enough material on them or expansion. They encroach into the bag when you stuff them with a water bottle and things like that. So they take away your interior space. But it's all right. Various sizes of 550 paracord. Some old D&D dice. These act as marbles when I'm putting the tarp in different configurations. I've got 8 stakes here. These are various lengths of paracord. I know what I need for different tarp setups, and all those different lengths are in here. And I keep smaller lengths inside here with my tarp, just for tying off the edge, things like that. This is the, I can't remember what it is. 10 by 10 tarp. Probably know what it is now. It's a fantastic heavy-duty tarp. Of course, it's in multicam, so say no more, right? Multicam. This thing has been great. It's held up very well. It does what I need it to do. This is my junk bag. We'll get to that last. This is a first aid bag. More advanced and long-term first aid. Wraps, the gloves, even things like Tylenol, tape, scissors, tweezers, tampons for a lady or plugging a wound. I've got blood clot treatment. I even have antibiotics. I've got, this would be 2 doses of antibiotics, meaning about 3 weeks worth. So that's probably 2 to 3 doses of antibiotics. I've got some more painkillers in here, prescription strength. Legal, of course. For things that are more serious, moleskin. This is more the advanced first aid, or not even first aid, just aid. This is a poncho. It's a bright orange poncho. No, not really. It's camo. I've had this thing forever, it seems. It's held up. I've kept it. It's not the lightest, but it is small. And it is camo. Mosquito net. I've got to have a mosquito net to sleep at night. I don't like bugs around me. This is from the Friendly Swede. I've made a few modifications to it. I'll have that in a different video. Excellent mosquito net. It's been on a few trips. Fire kit. No ferrocerium rod. I keep ferrocerium rod with my knife, and I keep it here in my canteen. But this has 2 different lighters, 3 tea lights, an emergency candle, some tinder, cedar bark tinder, some little cedar sticks, some plastic gloves. There's aluminum foil lining the bottom of this, and I have instructions for my Black Diamond Storm stashed in there. It's actually kind of a complicated light. Sometimes I do have to look at it because I forget. And this is completely waterproof. Trash bags, clear trash bags. This is probably 7 or 8, 9, 10 trash bags. More rope. Paracord rolled up. This is maybe 60, 70 feet. And of course, webbing. Gotta have webbing. Make a, well, a lot of things you can make out of this. Got a video coming up on different uses for that. At home, you have a junk drawer. Well, every backpack should have a junk bag. That's what I call this. You don't know where it goes, you just throw it in here. Plus it kind of keeps everything together. Alright, so the battery died. Where was I before it died? Covered that. I think we were inside the junk bag. Pandemic flu preparedness kit. N95 respirators, surgical masks, hand sanitizer. Never know where I'm going to be or what's going to happen. I might be trying to get home because there's a pandemic. I might be in an area that's, I find myself, I'm being quarantined with the rest of the population. You never know. So I'm somewhat prepared for that. At least I've got a head start. Clean microfiber towel. More than enough Gorilla Tape. I wonder why this bag weighs so much. Gee whiz. This is energy boosters with vitamin C, beef jerky. I've got some crackers in there. A lot of flavorings for water. Just to take the boredom out of drinking water. Make life a little more enjoyable in a tough situation. Emergency fishing kit. This will work. It's got what I need in there, but I don't like it. I'm going to change that up. Mouse traps. Large mouse traps. And behind paste. You got to have some behind paste. This works better than powder. Could be a lifesaver, especially in this Texas heat. Rat trap. These are big. I've drilled holes in them to make them lighter, as light as possible, and also from different attachment points, tying it to a tree or a rock or whatever the case may be. Tape them down to keep them quiet. Put everything back in the junk bag. Webbing, we covered that. What's in here? This is extra cloth, extra shirt, green shirt, moisture wicking underwear, socks, just backup. This is emergency food. and emergency water. I think these are good for another 1.5 years or something. That's what they say. It's probably good a lot longer than that. These are the apple cinnamon food bars. A lot of calories, a lot of vitamins and minerals. Got plenty of those. They got more water, more food, and then of course you've got to have wet wipes. This is 2.6 ounces of tuna. It's got the omega-3s. It's quite considerable amount of protein, potassium, sodium, vitamin B12, niacin. That's good. Then I've got a backpacker's pantry in here. Bacon and cheddar mashed potatoes. I have not tried that. I did have 2 more freeze-dried foods in here, but I ate them on the last adventure, and I have not stocked back up. Well, I think that's it for what's in the bag. Did I get it in this pocket? Yep, sure did. See if we can put it all back in here. Hose. Rope. Bags. Fire starter. Mini Swede. Poncho. First aid kit. Junk bag. See how if you're 6 feet tall or close, it doesn't ride up enough. It tends to pull back because of the height. You can tighten it up, but you'll never get it right if you're too tall for this bag. Like I said, 5 or 6 miles at 32 pounds plus. And because of the size of the bag, you will start to hurt. So, let's go hiking. Thank you for watching Survival Theory and checking out what's in my get home bag. Leave some comments if you've got some ideas on what I could add, what I could subtract. I know there's things I could take out. I know there's things I've left out. Let me know what you think. Let's learn from each other and grow, and spread the word about being prepared, prepping, and being able to survive situations. Doesn't matter if it's a hurricane, EMP, alien invasion, zombie apocalypse, earthquake, fire. Let's just be prepared. Oh yes, please like and subscribe. I almost had it right. No, let's redo that. Sounds stupid. Do you think, what was I saying? I totally forgot what I was saying. Cut.